Okay, so a little yoga and workout session here. The theme today is finding balance. So finding balance between your go, go, go side and your rest and relax side. We're going to start in child's pose. So bring your knees wide as your mat, big toes together, sink your hips back to your heels, slide your hands in front of you, forehead comes to the mat. If that's rough on your knees, you can always put a rolled blanket or towel behind your knees, and that can help relieve that pressure. Start to tune in with your breath. We're going to start to calm our nervous system by introducing what I call a rectangle breath. Stay in child's pose while you're doing this, and we're going to inhale for a count of 4 seconds, hold our breath for a count of 2 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold our breath out for a count of 2 seconds as well. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath out, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold breath, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2. Make that slightly longer now. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold breath for the count of 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 1, 2. Keep moving at your own pace here. You can count to 4, 5. You can make it even longer, 6. The longer that you drag out your breath, the more you'll be able to calm your nervous system and really turn on our parasympathetic nervous system. So a few more rounds of breath like that. And after you finish your last round, slowly work your way up to all fours. So why I like to start this practice in child's pose is because the front side of our body is very go, 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 where the back side of our body is the unseen, the subconscious. And so we'll be just kind of working on opening the back side of our body. So keep your hips up, walk your hands out to the right, just get a nice long stretch along the left side of your body. Forehead comes down, press back with your hips slightly. Inhale, walk back up to center, and then over to the other side. Hips stay up. They're just getting a nice long stretch along the right side of our body. Inhale, walk back up. Come onto your fists with your thumbs facing forward. And we'll take some cat-cows. Inhale, broaden through your collarbone. Gaze up. Exhale, round in, belly button to spine. Gaze turns toward the belly button. Inhale, start the movement from your pelvis and let it undulate all the way up your spine. A lot of times we like to lead this movement with our neck because we know where we're going. Instead, just see if you can let the rest of your body lead and your head follow. Then come on to fingertips. Keep moving. Both of those are good options to take if you have wrists that become a little sensitive with too much pressure on them. Another option is to be on your hands but turn your thumbs out slightly. And inhale, come back to center. Bring your knees back a little bit past your hips. And we're just going to shimmy our hips back to child's pose on our exhale. Inhale, shimmy back up into cat pose. So rounded back, shimmy back down, child's pose. Our exhale, inhale, back up. And then come back to neutral. I like to keep my knees a little bit behind my hips here, setting it up for downward facing dog. I'm tall, so I take a very wide downward facing dog. If you can play around with yours as we come up. So tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your knees a couple inches from the floor. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Keep length in your spine as you lift your hips up and then back. And walk your legs. Walk the dog. Shake your head out, relax your neck. Then walk your feet up to your hands, coming into a wide leg forward fold. You can kind of shake your hips side to side, getting your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. I like to bring my hands to my shins. You can bring them to the floor if you're a little more flexible. Exhale, round in. Step back to a plank. Hold plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is a little different move here, so you can watch for a second if you want. We're going to inhale our right leg up, step it to the outside of our left leg, get a nice stretch, step back to center, left leg steps to the outside, center, step. Just get a nice long side stretch of each of these. You can bend your left knee or your opposite knee deeply as you step into these. One more each side. And come back to downward facing dog. Walk your hands up to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing. Take a deep breath here. We're just going to warm up our spine a little bit, moving side to side. I like to kind of pat my kidney area, lower back with each twist. Just kind of warm up our circulation. And then come back to center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, sink your hips. Feet are hip width apart. Sink your hips. Weight on your heels. Make sure you can lift up your big toes. Chair pose. Sink a little lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink. Hold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink. Sink your hips deeper this time. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, fold over. You can bring your legs towards straight, coming in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then step back to a plank. Hold plank. You can inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees deeply. Flip your sits bones up to the sky, finding extra length in your spine. And then you can bring your legs back towards straight. Maybe they won't straighten all the way. The point of downward dog is to have length in our spine. It's not to get our heels down or our legs straight. Inhale, lift your right leg. Bend your knee, open up your hip to the side. And then straighten your hips out. Set that leg back down. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hips. Exhale, set that foot down. And then step and walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Okay, a little bit of balance. Balancing pose, finding balance in our body as well as in our life. I want you to also think, as we're physically balancing, of what you need to bring some balance in. Do you need more rest and relaxation in your life? Do you need more, maybe you need more, less rest and relaxation, more motivation? Just kind of set an intention for this. Find a gazing spot that's not moving. Exhale, sink your hips. We're going to inhale our right leg up and over our left. And then your right toes either come to the floor or maybe they wrap around your left leg. That's totally up to you. The more you bend your standing leg, the more you bend it before you wrap, the deeper a wrap you can get. Okay, so our right leg is on top. So we want our left arm to come on top. And you're also welcome to just stand by a wall or with your back to a wall, or skip the hand part of this and just work on the feet if you need more help with the balance. If you're on carpet like I am, it's a lot harder to balance. And then inhale, come on out. Give your legs a shake. Shift your weight to your right leg. Bend that right knee deeply. Remember, the deeper the bend, the more you can get a wrap. Squeeze these legs towards each other. Now we have the left leg on top, so we want the right arm on top. Find a gazing point that's not moving. Elbows up, wrists away from your body. It's a way to intensify this arm stretch. And release. Shake out your legs. Add a little bit of cardio in here. So just a quick 30 seconds of high knees. You can either step in between or hop in between. And go. And straight into butt kickers. And rest. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Forward. I like to keep my knees bent here, just have tight hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a plank. And then knees down or up. Lower as slowly as you can, all the way until your belly and your chest hit the mat. Arms come out in front of you. You're going to do some back strengthening, specifically lower back strengthening. This helps with our core and our posture. So inhale, lift your right hand, left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, opposite, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, opposite. Exhale, lower. Now keep going like this. Or if you want to take it to the next level, pretend like you're swimming and just alternate each side. Lift your chest up. And remember to breathe. A few more seconds. And then make a little pillow for your head. Rest one cheek on your pillow with your hands. And then bring both arms out in front of you again. Press the tops of your feet firmly into the mat and then root your pubic bone into the mat as well. This time we're going to inhale our hands and our feet up at the same time and just hold. Press your pubic bone into the mat. Keep your gaze down so that you have length in your neck and your spine. If you want to take this to the next level, you can rock a little bit. Superman. Or just stay where you are. If it's painful on your back at all, come down. Send breath into your lower back so we're not pinching that. And also another way to create space in our lower back, keep holding if you can, is to spiral our inner thighs towards the ceiling, and that creates a little extra space in our sacrum. So it's like you're taking your inner seams and you're spiraling them up towards the ceiling without letting our legs splay out too much. And then come on down, rest your other cheek on your hands. Inhale, come up. Make your way to your left side, whatever side you want to start on. We're going to come into a side plank, so a few options here. You can be on your knees, just lift your hips up, or on your feet. I like to stack my feet in front of each other for a little extra balance. And you guys can watch for a second. Two options, or more than two. So knees or feet is option number one. And then from there, either you can hold plank, or you can play with pushing down and back up. You can also do that on your knees. Push down, back up. So go ahead and start. We're going to do 10 on each side. So we're coming forward as if we were coming into a plank, and then we're launching back off into a side plank. You can also try this with your hands straight. Just going to look a little different. Once you've done 10 on one side, make your way to the other side. Remember, you can be on your knees or legs straight. And you'll come up, and 10. All right, sink your hips down. Take a child's pose. Again, knees wide, hips sink back, forehead to the mat. Inhale, rise up on all fours. Exhale here. Take a deep breath. And then tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feel free to watch for a second. We're going to step our right leg forward, right leg back, left leg back, downward dog. Right leg forward, right leg back, downward dog. A few more. We're going to do 5 on each, starting with each leading leg. So number 4 for me. Beautiful. Now left leg steps forward, right leg steps forward, left leg back, right leg back. Beautiful. Go on your knees and come to a seated position. We're going to bring our right leg below us, left leg on top, setting up for a twist. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist towards your left leg. And with this twist, try to not lead with your neck or your head, but rather find that length and then let the twist originate from the bottom up. And then we just find where our chest and our head are at. Unwind. Let's do an open face twist. So just keeping our legs the same, open up in the other direction, run through your collarbones. Maybe your gaze turns over your right shoulder. And then wind. switch your legs. Left leg underneath, right leg on top. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist with your back leg. Remember, let the twist originate from the base of your spine all the way up. Unwind, open face twist. Okay, bring your right leg down, shin parallel to the front of your mat. Your face is in front of your mat. And then a couple options here. So depending on how open your hips are, you can try it first to bring your this little nook right here hooks onto the top of our right knee. You can also just set it in front. That's also a great hip stretch. If you're sitting on top of your right knee, make sure to keep both toes flexed to protect our knees, especially this top one, these toes flex back towards this knee. And we're stacking, our shins should be parallel to each other. So this is not like regular cross-legged. This is called fire log or double pigeon. And it's a very intense hip stretch. If you're not feeling it, then lean forward, and I bet you will. Let this knee start to drop down. Not forcing. Walk your hands forward if you need a little more intense stretch. And then inhale, walk your hands back, switch legs. This time left foot comes down. Your shin parallel to the front of your mat. Right shin parallel to the front of the mat as well. Either put this little divot right here on your knee or set it in front. We want a straight line. If you're to drop plumb weight from your knee, it would go down to around your heel or arch of the foot, of your left foot. Inhale, find length from the crown of your head. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Hi. Doing yoga.
Mom, look, my mom's right there.
Yeah. And then walk your hands back out. Come to lay on your back. So same thing as we did with the standing eagle pose where we crossed our leg. Maybe it hooks, maybe it doesn't. Right leg on top of left. And then left arm on top of your right arm. So as if we were doing our standing pose, but we're on our back. Inhale, tap your left toes and left fingers to the floor. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, tap. Exhale, crunch. These don't look like much, but they're good ab workout. You want to do these, Abby?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is how we do it. And crunches, eagle crunches.
Oh, I know we're good at this. Okay, let's stop.
Not yet. 2 more on the side.
I don't want to let that
And then left leg over right. Right arm over left. Tap your right hand and your right toes to the floor. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. Inhale, tap. Exhale. Lunge. There's smoothies on the table if you want it.
No, I don't want my map.
2 more.
Honey, come here, baby.
What?
What's he done there?
No.
And then bring your feet out. Knees bent, palms of your feet on the floor.
Daddy.
Inhale, lift your arms in your hips up to the sky. Hands come behind your head
Mommy,
or
look at the robot.
towards the top of your mat. Exhale, hands back down. Inhale, push your hips up, arms come up. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your back come down to rest on the floor. Inhale, push your hips up. Exhale. Inhale, push up. Exhale back down. This time keep your hands along your sides. I like to even grip the outside of my mat for extra help here because we're going to kind of roll our shoulder blades underneath us. Inhale, push your hips up. Roll your shoulder blades even more underneath you. Maybe you even clasp your hands underneath your sacrum. Only if that feels good to you. Hold. Bridge pose. Keep holding if you can. And then release your hands if they're clasped. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae all the way to the floor. Extend your legs. Final relaxation. Palms up to the ceiling. Tune in with your breath. Again, we're going to take that rectangle breath. So we'll inhale for a count of 4. Hold our breath for 2 seconds. Exhale for 4. Hold our breath for 2 seconds. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. We're going to get a little longer here. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath out. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3. A little longer here. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now breathe normally. Breathe naturally. I'm not trying to force your breath in any way. Fall to your right side. In a fetal position. And then make your way up to a comfortable seat. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Make sure to drink some water.